So time for another van update video, and I now have the floor down, bonded to the van floor. It's a Evo Motion design floor, so it's a lightweight ply with insulation like foam and then ply on top like a sandwich. So instead of doing the traditional wood battens and like the fixed Celotex type stuff, this should be a lower profile and lighter weight, basically easier, more straightforward process, which it is 18mm thickness. So the original ply floor was 15mm, I think, with kind of 10mm spacers. So I haven't actually lost too much in terms of headroom or head height. Obviously it's a factor, even though it's a high top van. If you are probably 6 foot or thereabouts, if you add a big tall floor and then also you add your ceiling panels, and also if you have a 4-wheel drive version of the Crafter, you will lose quite a lot of floor space with that alone. On top of the insulated plywood floor, I have a roll of like coin mat. So it's kind of a carpet backed mat with like a rubberized kind of top. So this is how the van currently sits, and I've kind of rushed ahead and not filmed too much. The bed frame's in, the insulation is mostly in, the floor's in, the insulated floor is bonded down, the coin mat floor is now on top and also bonded. I just need to finish off the edging once I get some edging strips. And rear doors are mostly done. We painted the lower panels, some paint we basically had left over from some DIY projects. It's like a waterproof outdoor paint. As you can also see, the bulkhead is gone. So the bulkhead was removed, I got rid of that. It's created some space and left a bit of a gap around the upper cab roof panel, so I will have to fill those in at some point, but again that's a small job that I can fill in at a later date. The bed frame is in and hopefully fixed in its final position. I'm hoping I don't have to take this out, but yeah, all in all, getting there and making some progress, which is all you can do really, is chip away at it, do a little bit as and when you can. So a few more weeks have passed and this is how the van currently sits. A lot of progress has been made, although it's hard to tell. Starting with these clips, or rather the holes where the clips would go. So my initial intentions were to purchase some plastic clips which are longer than the factory ones in order to put all of these panels on, including the top and the ceiling panels, because it would have made life easier. However, I did realise that the clips actually don't fit very well. In fact, I can show you here. They require a lot of effort to push into place, and removing them is very difficult, meaning there's a chance of damaging the paint or the fabric on the internal panels. So if I ever have to remove them, which hopefully I won't, it's a risk. So what I've done as a solution is drilled out the holes and fitted some M6 alley riv nuts, which means I can then put in some plastic nylon M6 bolts. I started riv nutting the ceiling panels into place. I was just going to hold them in place with the nylon fixings, but then I realised panels on the sides which may have to be removed in future. If there's wires behind there, it makes sense to have it on a quick release kind of easy access panels. So as you can see, I've got the Bluetti power station. This is my source of power. I wasn't going to purchase this until later down the road because it made sense to not have it sat in a box for ages waiting to be used. However, I did realise once I started running the wiring and making up the wires to the fuse panels and all of the switches and then the lights and the interior, that it made sense to test fit them, or rather test them out, make sure they work, including the max air fan. So little jobs like putting this carpet lining on these angled pieces at the sides, as you can see there, kind of time consuming and really adds to the delay in finishing the build. What started out as obviously a basic, or is still a basic build, little issues like that and small issues with like the wiring and just running the wires and drilling holes in the panels and stuff it all adds to a lot of time lost, and keep, you know, ordering pieces, bits and pieces. Got like various different Amazon deliveries every day, just trying to get all of the bits in place for the basic build. Still a long way to go. I still need to order some more of the Dodo mat fleece because I'm getting low on that already.